Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great.
I'm just going to say it like it is. Christians, it is time to cancel Target.
Okay, if y'all want your head to hurt, go back and watch her whole video. I don't really want to give her the views, but basically to break it down, she says that we should cancel Target because of their transgender clothing and using rainbow as advertisement and stuff like that because Christians are of this world and not in this world and blah, blah, blah. And as a Christian, if you are somebody who is willing to cancel a whole other group of people just because they sin differently than you are not a Christian. If you support DeSantis or anything DeSantis is doing in his state right now, you are not a Christian. Again, I said what I said. And if you think that little kids see a rainbow and think anything other than love and light and happiness, then you are the one sexualizing the rainbow. Target is a great place to get affordable, colorful clothes for both boys and girls. My only wish is that Target's had a bigger boy section because their boy section, well, in my town anyway, is very small. But I literally just left Target. If you look at my last video, I got my son the cutest little rainbow dinosaur shirt with some very colorful shorts. Why? Because he's biracial and bright colors look amazing on him. Does he see those clothes and think, Mommy, I can't wear these because they're gay? No, he doesn't. Y'all keep saying we have to protect the kids from this and this. The kids don't know that they need protected from that. You teach them that. You teach them hate. You teach them bigotry. You teach them that gay and transgender people do not deserve to be treated the same way they deserve to be treated. What happened to the golden rule? Treat others how you want to be treated. Also in this video, she says, in the Bible, it says this and this and this. Also in the Bible, it says, thou shalt not judge. That is God's job. It also says, thou shalt not wear clothing that is not 100% cotton or sin. Okay, we all sin. And the Bible says all sin is equal. There is not one sin that is greater than another. So I'm going to need y'all right-wing, cherry-picking Christian conservatives to shut the heck up and stop judging people because they're different than you. Let's go back to judging people on the content of their character and not the color of their skin, who they decide to love, and what is in their pants. Okay? Because I'm tired of it. And also, it blows my mind that you as a Christian think that this is how God would treat people. We are all God's children. We are not straight white children of God. Gay people, transgender people, black people, white people, yellow people, pink people, people with autism, people with any other disorder. People. We are the human race. And if you think treating any human like less than because they're different than you, then that is not Christ-like. And that is something you should work on.
All right, so it would seem that Target has officially sided with the bigots instead of the minority LGBTQ group. I had a really disturbing experience at Target today. I went in not even intending to look at their shitty Pride collection, but I walked in, it's prominently at the front. I see some little lesbian scrunchies. I'm like, oh my God, cute. Could put my hair in space buns. I'm gonna get these. I go to check out. I walk into the self checkout. I try to ring them up, and a little alert comes up that says, "Do not sell this." So the employee comes over, snatches them out of my hand, doesn't apologize, doesn't say anything, hurriedly like runs away with them. Made enough scene that these girls around me gasped. This one girl looked at me and goes, "I saw that on TikTok." It was one of the most dystopian things that's ever happened to me at a big corporation. And it just gets worse because once you piss me off, like I'm gonna go for it. So I called Target Corporate three separate times today. The first time, the girl told me, "Oh, so we can't say anything about this. We can't take any official stance on this," and basically just put me on an extended hold and never got back to me. So I just hung up. I called back. The guy started mumbling something about the children. People are upset protecting the children. And mind you, with these two calls, I did immediately like go into my story saying, "Hey, this is like discriminatory." So third time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a little bit of a different approach and just ask what their stance is on the Pride collection without saying that I'm queer and that I'm upset that they're doing this. And immediately the girl goes, "Oh, okay, let me get your number and your email, and like we'll put you in contact with the senior supervisors." I'm like, wow, that's really interesting that when I don't mention that I am a queer customer that felt discriminated against and almost started crying in Target today, you're very accommodating. But when I just say, "Hey, what's your guys' stance on the Pride collection?" I get, "Oh, yeah, okay, okay." So they put me in contact with the senior woman. I get on the call. I say the same exact thing. What is your guys' stance on selling the Pride collection? She goes, ugh, like groans at me. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm just curious. And she goes, I mean, we don't really have an official statement. I'm like, yes, we were actively doing things that are kind of making a statement. She's like, yes, we've taken some things off the floor. And I'm like, okay, like what kinds of things? She goes, I don't know. I'm like, you're a senior supervisor at Target for guest relations. Like, you don't know? She's like, yeah, I mean, we don't have like a list. I was like, you're lying. You're lying. And I was like, I just am curious, like, what the criteria is for what is acceptable and what is, quote, offensive. She goes, oh, I don't know. I was like, oh, so it's random? This woman goes, I am not lying to you. I don't want you to think I'm lying. I'm the most honest person. And I said, honest people don't call themselves honest. And she goes, okay, ma'am, and just hung up on me. So Target's official stance is, hey, come on in, gay people. We got this big old thing set up for you. If you try to buy it, we're going to snatch it out of your hands and make you feel like shit. And then when you call us, we're going to say basically nothing to you, just put you on hold, hang up on you, make you feel more like shit, and not actually make any real stance so that we can toe the line and continue to promote rainbow capitalism with some items while also pleasing the bigots. Thank you.
So my best friend sent me this video and I wasn't pleased. So I went online and I googled Target's corporate phone number and I gave him a call. And I had the same thing happen. They had to give me another number and he tried to give me the same number I was on the phone with. And I said, oh no, sir, that is the number we are speaking on. Can I have another number? And he said, oh, okay. So then he gave me that number and I called and I also spoke with Monica. And I put on my nicest voice and I said, hi, I was just wondering, you know, why these items were removed. I was really excited to shop the collection. It's right before Pride Month and I am really disappointed. They told me that there is no specific reason for being removed and they will not tell anyone because it is confidential. She said she was just a customer service rep. Her name was Monica. And there is no resolution that she can provide other than she can document my complaint and take down everything I said. So I said, great. I'm not going to shop at Target anymore. I've shopped there my whole life. I shopped your Pride collection last year. It was fantastic. I'm not doing it again. I was excited to shop and you took it out before Pride. Why? And I represent a lot of other queer people in the area who will also not be shopping, as well as many other people online who will not be shopping unless Target chooses to do the right thing. And I would like to request that you put these items back. And so she said, the only thing I can do is take this all down and give it to my manager. And I said, if you could do that, that would be great. I understand it's not your problem and not your fault that this has happened, but it's really important to me. And she said, I totally understand that. Thank you. So I'm gonna assume the supervisor came to her and was like, yo, you can't talk to people like that. She did give me a reference number so that I can check back up on this, but call Target and tell them you're not gonna shop there unless they stop being hateful.
Yes, let's talk about this. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and this was my Target experience. I know of stores like Bed Bath & Beyond that literally just got a Saskatchewan store like 5 years ago. Target was in pretty much every city right away, and not just one store. They had several stores in every city. It was essentially just a very expensive, overpriced Zellers that was often out of stock. Once Target left, malls had to fill up the space somehow. One mall that did quite well with this was Market Mall in Calgary that combined Sporting Life and HomeSense in the place the Target used to be. So I guess Target is just now a cautionary tale in a bunch of business textbooks.
Look, if we're being honest, I've never been a Target guy. I've always been a Walmart guy. But if Christians like her aren't going there anymore, it might be one of the safest places for me to go shopping now. And this happens every year around Pride Month. You all get your knickers in a knot and you boycott Target, and then you miss it, and then you're back at Target by August. And where are you gonna go? I just went to Walmart yesterday. Guess what they had? Pride t-shirts out. Y'all are gonna run out of places to shop.
If you haven't seen that creator's video, go back and watch it real quick. But she's talking about Target's Pride collection and how they're pulling everything. And I went to Target probably a couple weeks ago at this point, and their Pride stuff was already out. And I had resolved to only buy from the dollar section, which is exactly what she's talking about, because she found some cute little lesbian scrunchies. Well, guess what? I found this really cute bi scrunchie that I fell in love with and bought because it was a literal dollar. I also got some fun socks. I actually pan. I just like the bi flag colors better, so I have pan socks. And these cute little patches that I was going to wear for Pride this year. But now I think I just may have wasted some money because I don't even want to touch it. Fuck this man.
I'm just gonna say it like it is. It's time we flock to Target. If the Christians aren't going, it's time.
It's very interesting when Christians speak on certain topics. People are like, y'all doing too much. Like, why y'all gotta come against people? But look at this. Like, we know that we're in a spiritual warfare. We know that the enemy is after our children. But now, you know, y'all favorite store, all right, our favorite store, because I'm in there, our favorite store is now collabing with this brand. Now, these pictures are very distasteful, especially for a Christian. Look at this. This brand, this is what this brand represents. It says Satan respects Satan, y'all honoring Satan. This brand honors Satan, and Target is collabing with them. I can live my life without Target. I don't have to have Target. Like, most of the time I just go and look, you know, pretty much, and go to Starbucks. Like, I can live without Target. And if you're still shopping here and supporting Target after they collab with this, let me show y'all some more pictures, because this is just ridiculous. Look at this. So demonic. Look at the witchcraft. But Christians are crazy when we speak about it. But now the whole world mad.
I used to work for Target that had to deal with your homophobic, transphobic asses every year coming in and spewing the most disgusting shit while we just had to sit there and take it. Please do. Please cancel Target. They'll be fine. They're not worried about you, and none of those employees should have to deal with your crap.
Okay, I'm not here to defend Target, but I do want to talk about what is the definition of pushing an agenda. Now, I don't drink, right? But everywhere I go, in damn near every store, I see liquor, wine, and beer advertisement. Is that pushing an agenda? What if you're a meat eater and you enjoy your meat? But as soon as you walk into a restaurant, they let you know, like, hey, we got vegetarian options. Is that pushing an agenda? What if I'm Catholic or Jewish or something, and I don't celebrate Christmas? But I can bet your bottom dollar, come December, I'm gonna hear Christmas music, see Christmas movies advertised everywhere, Christmas clothes, Christmas parties, discounts, all this stuff, Christmas stores. Is that pushing an agenda? When my son was like 1 or 2 and I used to shop for him in Target or Walmart or wherever, or even when people would bring him shirts, it would always say little player or hide your daughter or lock up your daughter. I'm coming for, you know, some real predator shit. You know, so you can start grooming and advertising your son as that little player heartbreaker that you're going to teach your daughter to stay away from. And I know what y'all going to say. We just don't want to force homosexuality on the kids. I don't think you should force sexuality, period, on the kids. And believe it or not, it's possible to teach kids about gay without teaching them about sex. They know about heterosexuality without having the idea what sex is. So it's possible that they can learn about homosexuality without them having to know what sex is. They know a man and a woman can like each other and be together, and they still don't have to know what they do in the fucking bedroom. It's crazy. We can force religion, beliefs, politics, everything on kids. But as soon as you walk in the store and see some rainbows on a t-shirt, I don't know. Listen, y'all know I was in them classes. I was on the short bus. Don't listen to me. I'm just talking shit. I do want to know, though, if the agenda is what supposedly turns kids gay or whatever, and that's the push that they're going for, then how do we have so many people that grew up gay without any push of an agenda? If the push in heavy media and advertisement really works when it comes to sexuality, then no one should be gay. This shit just became acceptable 10 minutes ago. No one.
BFFR. What did that spell? B fucking for real.
When my daughter was 3, she loved dinosaurs and she loved dump trucks and construction trucks. And I had to go to the boys section to get those things because the only available designs for girls were cupcakes and rainbows. And sure, we love cupcakes and rainbows in this house, but designating certain items in the world as boy items and certain items in the world as girl items is really limiting for our kids. Boys love parks, boys love bugs, boys love surfboards. Why can't those things be on boys' clothes? This is really weird. Have you ever seen boys refuse a cupcake at a birthday party? Have you ever seen boys get excited about a rainbow in real life? I have. What do you think the message is to boys when we only give them black, red, and blue and only tough-looking characters? And girls get to wear peace and happiness and candy. Younger generations are always teaching the older generations what they're too uptight about. And
one single life. And I wouldn't spend it doing that.
So the dude in this video is Ethan Schmidt from Arizona. Before he made his shtick homophobia, he would literally live stream himself harassing people for wearing masks. But the main thing is a lot of people have already reported on him, specifically like Tizzy and Dinesh. But the main thing is that people have seen him on Grindr claiming to be a power bottom, and people have like had him at bathhouses. I just looked him up and he's still doing the same shit. How can you be anti-LGBTQ extremist and power bottom on Grindr?
Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification. Anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Stay blessed and bye.